Hi YouTube, it's Lisa. I am going to be doing a sample review of inks that I received for my birthday from my cousin. I do believe he sent me all of these. I think these are all Shimmering. Let's see here. They're Jack Hairbin Shimmering Full Line Inks that I received, and so I wanted to swatch these out. I normally don't get shimmering inks because I hear that they clog up fountain pens, so I will be using one of my least favorite ones, which is this Faber-Castell. Let's see if I can get this one to come into focus a little bit better. It is a Faber-Castell. I think this is called the Grip Fountain Pen, and not my favorite one, but for writing purposes, I'll be swatching them out in my personal size Leuchtturm 1917 notebook. Sorry about that. I forgot to get some swabs, and there was cacophony of dog barking in my background. It is a nice, kind of dreary but yet beautiful fall autumn day where our leaves are peaking here in the Metro DC area, and I've got my windows open, so you might hear a little bit of background noise, and I apologize for that, but be that as it may. Like I was saying, I have this 1917 personal size Leuchtturm notebook that I've decided to dedicate all my ink swatches to, because I was using a B6 Stalogy, but it was kind of a hodgepodgey kind of Stalogy notebook, and it was kind of working my nerves, quite frankly, on the fact that I couldn't keep all my pages kind of consecutively together, because I was just kind of randomly sticking them in as I got ink samples, and I didn't have enough dedicated pages. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. I've been doing a lot of stuff with fountain pens lately. I've got some new ones that I'm not going to use for this purpose, but at least you'll get an idea of what the ink quality is looking like. I just got a Conklin Crescent fill, which I can link below in another video, or I put it at the end card, and a Pelican, my first Pelican I got. My Pelican is not written in here, but the Crescent fill with the 1.1 stub nib with the Mount Verde Copper Noir ink is absolutely beautiful and highly recommend. Goulet, and this is not a sponsored video, but they're doing a special with their ink pens that if you buy, I think, any kind of fountain pen over a certain dollar amount, you're going to get a free ink sample in the Conklin line or Yobo nib kind of brands, which include Mount Verde as well as Conklin. I'm going to just do a really quick dot test on that one because I cheated on the writing sample review and I didn't use that, so I'm going to just kind of grab some of the ink that's on here because I just want to do a dot test really quick, and I'll just do a good swatch here. This color is absolutely gorgeous, just really pretty, so I just wanted to do that. The crescent filled Conklin pen is a limited edition. I have the black with the rose gold. That one I think is sold out, but they also have other colors available. And also, remarkably, which I didn't say on the last review when I was doing the more deeper thoughts on the Conklin Crescent, was it's also sold on Amazon. So if somebody's looking for the black one that I have on my video, Amazon still has that one available. Surprisingly so, and actually a little bit cheaper. So there's that. Okay, be that as it may, I was going to go ahead and sample this lovely gift set from my cousin who sent me new fountain pen samples. There are several. I think I got the entire line of colors, so there's quite a few of them here. So thanks, my cousin, and they know who they are if they're watching this video. I'm going to read off the brands. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get these in frame sharply enough, so I'm going to zoom in and hopefully get you in frame. So the first color, I don't know what these colors are, so excuse me. Jacques Herbin, this is Amethyst d'Oriel. This color is absolutely looking like it's going to be a purple color. Let me just work on my focusing on my new camera here. Relatively speaking, I haven't shot a ton with this camera, but some. And it's supposed to autofocus, and it's not. So let's just see if it will pull this into focus. That's what that looks like. So kind of hard to do this with. It's a 1798. Let me recap this. This will help me have greater confidence in actually looking at the bottle and writing it out. So this is an amethyst. As you can hear, there's a lot of feedback on this pen. I initially was not a big fan of this pen. I don't like how it feels. It's not necessarily what I would call a horrible pen though. Actually, as I've been using it, I use this now for my swatching and eat samples because I can dip it in and out and I know exactly what it's going to look like. Let me just get a bigger color swatch square here on it. Oops, that kind of became very messy. These are supposed to be shimmering inks. I'm not exactly sure if I see the shimmering part of it yet. So I might have to, I'm going to definitely get the wonderful inky fingers, shake it, but I'm not seeing it on that particular one. Let me just go ahead and rinse this pen. I just got done swatching all of my ink samples that I had off of my tool set, and it looks like I'm going to have to get some pen flush. Hold on just a second. So one thing about fountain pen inks that's a common complaint, but I actually kind of like it, is that you get ink all over your hands, and you do. It just is inevitably part of the process, I think, of becoming a person that likes fountain pens. Just kind of rinsing this in a little vial on the side. I think I might have to get a bigger container of pen flush. Just using a little sample tube that I got from Goulet. So that is the Amethyst Oriel. Like I said, I don't really see it shimmering yet, but maybe I'll see it in some of the other ones. I now am looking at a Jacques Herbin 1670 Stormy Gray. So this should be a nice gray color. Let's see if it has any shimmer to it. So let's remember to swatch first. What I was saying before I got up was that I just got done swatching pretty much all these colors in this book. And I had ink all over my fingers that I finally kind of was getting rid of, but it looks like I'm going to have some more of it on my hands. I know with some of the Robert Ulster inks, they shimmer probably very well, but I Like I said, I'm not really sure about this brand and how shimmering they are. This is the 1670, and it is the Stormy Gray. And again, it might be because I don't have a lot of ink on this pen or on this nib, but I'm not seeing a lot of shimmering aspects to it right now. So let's just see if we can get you into focus. So there is that color. I'm not really seeing any shimmering aspects to that one. Alright. Next up, I don't have all Jack Herbin inks, it looks like. No? That's the other one. Okay. I have Jack Herbin 1670 Blue Ocean coming up next. Some of these are screwed on a little bit more tightly than others. So this is the Blue Ocean. Wow, okay, I wasn't, get you into frame. Wasn't expecting that. It looks more purple on this than anything else. Pretty color though. Let's do that. So that's what that one looks like. That one is actually really pretty. I actually like that one a lot. Again, not really seeing shimmer on it per se. Let me just put this over here. And let me just change. My autofocus is really not working on this camera like I want it to. Yeah, it's just, I'm not seeing shimmer. But the ink color is really, really pretty. Let me just pull this up. I've made my own little blotting card for my inks, just in case things get wet. And it has not a chance to dry. So, moving on, we've got Courbet de Chine. I've never heard of this color before. So that's what this looks like. We'll shake it up and see if we can get any kind of shimmering aspects on it. I've used Jack Herbin's inks before in cartridges for some of my fountain pens when I was first getting into fountain pen inks. It's been a long time since I've used them. Never have bought a bottle of their ink at all. So I'm not exactly sure if I would, but I love getting ink samples because that way you get to, you know, have the ink color without the commitment of having a huge bottle of ink to go through. That's what that looks like swatched up. Let's bring you up close so that you guys can see what that looks like. And I'm going to bring that up there. That is a really pretty color. It's kind of a russety kind of tea brown color. Let's see if I can find, I've got this. It's kind of like a purplish brown color. I can't really put my finger on. Oops. And then I just splattered ink all over my dining room table. Yeah, this color is definitely a unique one. I can't say I would probably run out and get it myself, so I'm really glad to get the ink sample. This is kind of a brownish color, I think. So let's just do that as this. Oh, that was not what I was hoping for. Well, there's another little ink sample then. Let's get some of that off of the feed. Oh, it's splattered on my other page. Okay, well that'll be a character mark. One reason not to like a fountain pen. Yeah, it's definitely a brown, a brown color. So that's one thing that can definitely happen when you're testing out and swatching. I'm gonna have to re-ink up this fountain pen again. I've noticed that this kind of can happen on this Faber pen, and hence the reason not a fan favorite. Hold on just a second. I'll be okay. Had to change my focus mode because it was driving me fruit. Yeah, this is the Coeur d'Egypte from Jacques Herbin, and let's see how this one looks. Wow, these caps are on tight, so you don't have to worry about any of the ink coming out of these at all. Kind of an orangish color. And just get my blotting tool underneath there just in case. Just get a little bit more ink too. So that's kind of what that color looks like. Nice orangey kind of color. Let's just rinse the pen out here. Bit of the black that was on here. I mean the brownish color from the previous. Let's get that going. I would say as a shimmering ink kind of color, I'm not overly impressed with the shimmering aspect of it because it just doesn't seem to be really shimmery. Oh my goodness, sorry. Getting splotches of ink coming out for this pen that is absolutely driving me nuts. Yeah. Okay, time to switch fountain pens. Okay. I have switched my fountain pen. I am now writing with my new black crescent with rose gold accent Conklin. I've totally messed up this sample already. This is the Jake Herbin. This is a 1670. My color for this is, let's see here. Coeur d'Alene to Egypt. Much better. The color is on this orange is perfect for autumn. It is absolutely gorgeous. As you have probably noticed, these pens are not going to be, these inks are not going to be waterproof. So keep that in mind. I know I love fountain pens, at the same time I hate the inks because they are not bulletproof, and I kind of feel like that's one quality I do wish in fountain pens that manufacturers actually did more of, because if water gets on it, everything that you've ever written is going to be in the wash unless you get a kind of bulletproof ink fountain pen, which tends to be from makers like Noodler's, who has a very high number of inks that are bulletproof inks. Although that they can be very inconsistent and not necessarily fan favorites, I do like that part of their repertoire, is the fact that they are such solid waterproof inks. Okay, so next up we have a Jacques Hiraban Kyanite de Nepal, which looks like it is a bluish color, really pretty blue color. Ink. I was concerned about the shimmering aspect, because usually when people say they have shimmering inks, they have flecks of some kind of metallic in it. I'm just not seeing it with these at all. And I'm kind of disappointed, because one of the things about a shimmering ink is that you should be able to see it shimmer. It's like, what's the point if you don't? It's just a regular ink. Okay, so this is a really, it looks like a really beautiful blue color though. The colors of the inks are absolutely gorgeous. It's just that they're not shimmering in their aspect. Oh yeah, that's like a nice little turquoisey kind of blue. And my cap, it doesn't look like it's on all the way, but this is and the one thing about, oh, this one's a 1798, so we've kind of came out of a year. And it's really gorgeous ink. I will have to give it credit for that. Oh yeah, that color's absolutely gorgeous. So there's that one. Again, I'm not really noticing a ton of shimmer on the page. I mean, that one's wet in that box, so it looks like it, but looking at them dry, I'm just not really seeing it there. Go ahead and flush this out. Just trying to clean out the nib. I think my nib is pretty saturated actually. Hold on just a second. Need to add some pen flesh because it looks like I don't have enough in my one little vial to get through the remaining samples of ink. So let me just add some of that in there. And some pen flesh. Get my inks flushed out a little bit better since I've got a lot of. There we go. getting a lot of residual from the other colors, so I just want to really make sure I'm showing you guys the true colors of the inks that I've got. So that was the, like I said, Jack Herbon, the Kyanite de Nepal ink, 1798. So the other ones were all 1670s, and that was the first 1798. Next we have the Jacques Herbon Vert Alicante ink. I'm sorry, I might be butchering these names. Not exactly sure of the enunciation. Shook that up so that I could see what it looks like. This looks like a blue-green kind of ink, initial impressions. It is looking like sorry, get this into frame so you can see it. It's like a grayish green ink. Being very inconsistent in my dotting of ink colors here. Sorry about that. The Nepal, I'm not gonna dot it because I don't I don't want to lose what that is. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm doing the whole straddle the camera tripod here. This one has no year on it. It's the first one that doesn't have a year on it. Another really beautiful color. Let's see here. Squiggly lines. Writes really smooth. As some people would say, well behaved. And it is acting well behaved. This is a really gorgeous color. It's too bad that there's no shimmer in it though. So if you really press down and write hard on it, you're going to get that kind of the green coming through. It's almost more of a shading ink than it is what I would consider a true shimmering ink. And there goes my ability to keep my fingers ink free. I'm really pleased with this Conklin Crescent Filled pen though. The nib, I'm loving the stub on it. So that's what that looks like. Okay. And we're down to two more. And the last one is, oh, I have a 1670 Rouge Hematite colors. This one should be, actually, I've got another greenish color. So I've got a 1617 Emerald de Chavoir. I'm going to put that one out there like that. And I'm going to put that down because that's another green, so we can look at their greens kind of side by side. The colors are absolutely gorgeous. The shimmering, I was worried about them being possible cloggers of fountain pens, but I don't think this is going to be the case. Oh, this is kind of like a bluish green, and more blue than green, which kind of is surprising given the name of the ink color. Let's just go ahead and ink this one up. Jacques Herbon. Yep, there we go. Got that gushingness that I so hate. Just got some stuff still in the feed here. Well, I'm going to have a couple of different ink samples within the book. And this one is called, let me just see if I can absorb this ink really quick. This is a 1670. And Color is absolutely gorgeous though. Can't fault it for that. Can fault it for not being shimmery. So we'll just take a look at that one. I don't know, guys. Do you see shimmer in this ink at all? Because I'm not seeing it even when they're drier. So that's that one. And lastly, and not leastly, let's just go ahead and give this one a good flush into the pen wash. Ooh, this one holds on into your feet a little bit, so this one's requiring a little bit more deeper of a cleanse. So just remember, sometimes inks are not all created equal, even if it's from the same brand. So you are going to have to really make sure with this one, you clean out your feed really well, because it kind of stayed in the feed a little bit. And it's still holding on into the feed a little bit. Okay, so let's just put that one over there. I'm going to probably have to jump on the page, and this one is the 1670 Rouge Hematite ink. This is the last one. I'm expecting this to be kind of a reddish purple ink. And let's get a little swab here. And true to belief, it is a reddish kind of color. And this is another 1670, so this one is, hold on just a second. Yep, 1670. Let's do this. Really pretty. Really pretty red, I'm sorry. Really pretty red. Alrighty. And if you fill that in, let me just do this, get rid of some of this ink. Okay. So that's what that one looks like. It's very pretty. So those are the samples that I have of the Jacques Herbin full line of shimmering inks. Like I said, I love the colors, so I would give it an A+ on the colors. As far as the shimmerability of them, I give it an F. I'm not seeing it. I'm thinking that shimmering inks should have shine or flecks of metal in them, and I'm just not seeing them with this ink. And to my surprise, because I thought I was going to have to worry about, you know, possible, you know, particles of like gold or silver in it, and I'm not seeing it. They're beautiful colors, but I think it's misleading to say that they're shimmering when they're not. So, this has been a long enough video. Thank you for stopping by. Sorry about all the stops and starts with the blotches of, you know, the Faber-Castell grip fountain pen. Like I said, not my favorite, but Crescent actually did a really good job and held up really well. Thank you for stopping by. If you have any comments, please leave them below, and please give me a thumbs up on the video if you like the content. Helps my channel out. This was not sponsored by Goulet or Herbin, Jacques Herbin inks at all. This is just my honest assessment after getting these as a birthday gift from a relative, which I want to say thank you very much, C, for sending those to me for my birthday. I greatly appreciate it. All right, guys, take care. Have a great day. Bye.